Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the intriguing world of high-stakes poker and the story of Phil Ivey, one of the greatest players of all time. We'll explore how Ivey's extraordinary skills led him to dominate the casino scene and the controversy that followed when he was accused of cheating. Let's get started. It's August 2012, and $800,000 in winning chips are sat on the table. He's a very sharp player. He's a guy you just don't want in your joint. He's very, very smart. You know, he's got an edge. Casino staff are growing nervous now. They're desperate to change the deck, but they agree not to. He made him look bad. You know he played him for a chump. Who's his Chinese friend? And what does she keep saying to the dealer? Barely anyone speaks Mandarin, but they need to find out fast. He almost got away with it. Imagine having an advantage that allowed you to win $22 million in just 5 sessions. This is the story of a poker legend who beat the casinos, got accused of cheating, and ended up in court. It's early in 2012, and with $30 million under his belt, Phil Ivey is on top of the world being a global poker icon. Thousands of fans want to meet him with money-making ideas. Although this time, a well-respected friend says it's different, because this is where he's introduced it to a quiet Chinese woman with a money-making strategy. Known as Kelly to her friends, she also shares a deep hatred for the casinos. The pair immediately hit it off, although Ivey's interest really intensifies a few drinks later as she starts to outline the details of her strategy. She says it will give them a 6.5% advantage over the casino. Interestingly, it doesn't require mark cards or colluding with other players with a sharp eye, intellect, and timing. It exploits a simple flaw in the system, but she needs the right situation to do it. The situation that only Ivey can help her create. Now the pair are fully committed and ready for action. On the morning of April 11th, Ivey and son leave Vegas on a private jet for Atlantic City. In their first real test, they plan to hit the Borgata. On arrival, they're greeted with luxury dining, free drinks, complimentary 5-star rooms, and tickets to premium entertainment. They're pulling out all the stops to welcome the pair with open arms. A couple of hours later, they're ushered into a private high-limit gaming room tucked away deep in the casino's VIP area. On entry, son's eyes light up. The exact shuffle machine and Gemco cards that they requested are waiting along with a Mandarin-speaking dealer. It's game on. The pair will be using the technique known as edge sawing. Now, playing cards are supposed to be perfectly symmetrical, is important to their plan. But there's a catch: the casino controls who can touch the cards. They're not going to let a player handle the deck or rotate the cards, which is where one of Ivey's VIP requests come in. When a high-value card is identified, some will ask the dealer to rotate the card 180 degrees before putting it back in the deck to avoid the casino staff catching on. She'll only do this in Mandarin Chinese. It's the hardest language in the world, so only the requested dealer and son will understand what's being said. If anyone gets suspicious, they'll claim it's for luck. However, the real reason is so she can easily distinguish the cards later during play. It's genius, because they can't be accused of foul play if they don't touch the deck. Essentially, the casino dealer will be doing their day work for them almost instantly from the moment they start playing. Their plan works like a dream. The dealer appears a touch confused the first couple of times that son asks for a card to be rotated, but a combination of Ivey's charisma and status soon puts them at ease. On the 11th of April alone, Ivey and son have taken $2,416,000 from the Borgata. The best part? The casino are totally unaware. So unaware that they're invited back again on the 3rd of May, where they win another $1,597,000. To the duo is some of the easiest money that they've ever made. They've flipped the casino's edge on its head, but there's still a chance of losing, so they don't feel the slightest bit guilty. Desperate to win some of their money back on July 17th, the Borgata brings them back once more. This time, they hit the house extra hard, banking $4,787,000 in a single session. Understandably, the casino bosses aren't happy. They've just lost $9.6 million to one of the most prolific poker players history has ever seen. Next, Ivey and son fly the 5,000-mile trip to London. Crockfords Casino have agreed to their terms if they play a baccarat variant, Punta Banco. With stakes reaching £150,000 per hand, they completely annihilate the London casino over a series of sessions in mid-August. In total, Ivey and son won £7.8 million, equivalent to about $12.1 million US. However, on the final night of play, the duo make a stupid mistake. Having lost so much money, the casino insists on changing the deck rather carelessly. The duo respond by leaving their chips on the table and making in a swift exit to already suspicious casino staff. It appears strange. Why did they do that? Unbeknown to Ivey and Son, this unusual behavior, coupled with their massive winning streak, leads to casino staff poring over hours of gameplay footage. They don't know why it's significant at first, but after several hours of analysis, one of the casino's camera operators notes a pattern. Son only requests that the cards are rotated when a high-value card goes back into the deck. The Gemco cards, the Mandarin-speaking dealer rotating the cards for luck to a nearby casino manager, the penny drops. Ivey's pre-play requests were no coincidence. The automatic shuffle machine and the same deck of cards is the final giveaway. You see, an automatic shuffler ensured that the cards would remain in their telling positions without being rotated. Plus, by keeping the same deck in play, it made the cards easier to track for future hands. The game is up, and now the whole situation is about to spiral into something far worse. Meanwhile, Ivey and Son are getting back to the Borgata in Atlantic City for one final hurrah. The cards are dealt, drinks are flowing, and the chips are beginning to stack up. Ivey and Son's operation is working like a well-oiled machine now, picking up on every subtle imperfection. Son gets the dealer to rotate a card, and the casino staff are oblivious, much like previous visits. But this time, it's not just the dealer that's unaware of the situation ahead. After 14 grueling hours of play, they've racked up another $824,000 profit, a disappointing result, having at one point been $3 million ahead. But when they go to collect, something's different. The air in the room crackling with tension and the eyes of casino security boring into them, the accusations begin to fly. The beggar are of court wind of edge, sorting allegations at Crockfords. They claim that Ivey and Son have violated the sacred trust between player and casino. They say that their actions have breached the unspoken code of fair play, upon which the entire institution was built. But it gets even worse. Crockfords of London still haven't wired Ivey his $12.1 million win. They now say he's broken an implied contract and engaged in foul play. The reality is hard-hitting. The pair are sitting on a mountain of winnings only to be told that they won't see a penny of it. The thing is, they truly believe what they've done is within the bounds of the game. They haven't touched the cards, and they haven't physically altered anything. They simply used their keen observation skills and took advantage of the opportunities presented to them, opportunities that were agreed and presented by the casino. The very casinos that once welcomed them with open arms have now sought to paint them as common cheats, stripping them of not only their winnings, but their dignity. And at that moment, sat in the casino with millions on the line and the weight of the world on his shoulders, Ivey realizes he has no other option. This has to go to court. If it doesn't, his reputation will be destroyed forever. Between 2012 and October of 2017, several courtroom battles, appeals and rulings take place at multiple courts. Initially, Ivey first sues Crockfords Casino in 2012 for withholding his winnings. Armed with hours of surveillance footage, a meticulous legal analysis of every hand that was played, they claimed that Ivey and Son had violated the spirit of fair play and broken an implied contract by edge sorting. Ivey argues that their keen observation skills and savvy strategy were not cheating, but rather a display of skill. He maintained that edge sorting was simply a way to level the playing field in a game that was inherently stacked against the player, much like card counting. I mean, if card counters get paid and aren't considered cheats, then why should this be any different? Both strategies still carry the risk of losing midway. In 2014, Judge Mitten acknowledged that edge sorting was not considered to be cheating, and that Phil Ivey believed he was playing an honest game. However, on the 25th of October 2017, following several appeals, the UK Supreme Court ruled in favor of Crockfords Casino, saying that even if there was no dishonesty involved under civil law, the tactics used amounted to cheating because Ivey had manipulated the odds in his favor by influencing the actions of the dealer, effectively using them as an innocent agent or tool. Simultaneously, the Borgata filed a lawsuit to recover the $9.6 million in 2014. The case raged on for longer than Crockfords. It would appear the casino wasn't just after the money. No, they wanted to send a message to advantage players and make an example out of Ivey. They tried out experts, analysts, and high-priced lawyers, dissecting every hand, every Tibet, and every subtle signal exchanged between the pair. It was a full court press designed to paint the duo as cheaters. The U.S. District Court finally ruled in 2016, saying that while Ivey and Son did not commit fraud, they did breach a contract with the casino. Although following further appeals in July 2020, it was reported that the Borgata and Ivey had reached an out-of-court settlement. The terms of that deal were never disclosed, but it makes you wonder who played the system harder. Ivey for the casinos. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more fascinating stories and strategies. See you next time.